Good day, Philippines. Hello, Region 1. Aloha, San Carlinian learners. Airing live from the Mango Bamboo capital of the Philippines, San Carlos City. You're tuning in to CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every SDO-SEC learner, where passion is the key. Learning paves the way. With our division mantra, developing creativity, maximizing versatility. This is your CCN Broadcast Center. CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every SDO-SEC learner.
Pleasant day to all our learners out there who are watching the Carlos and Carmen Network of San Carlos City Division. I am Annabelle, and I will be your ALS teacher for today in Learning Strand 2. Today, we will learn about the parts of the nervous system. So at the end of the lesson, you are expected to relate the structure of the nervous system to its functions. How the brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves help a person respond to what is happening around him or her. So, make sure that you are in a comfortable place and get ready to watch, learn, and excel for today's lesson. Can you imagine life if you do not have the ability to move, to think, or to feel? Human beings are capable of doing a lot of wonderful things. Human beings are blessed with the capacity to move, think, and feel. We are able to tell when we are hungry or tired. We are able to move our bodies whenever we need to do so. We are also capable of thinking and remembering things. We are able to do all these things because we have an organ system that processes and sends signals to the different parts of our bodies. This is the nervous system. Before we proceed, let us find out first what you already know about our topic. So I prepared true or false questions for you to answer. Number 1. The spinal cord protects the spinal column. Is it true or false? Correct. It's false. The spinal column protects the spinal cord and not the other way around. Number 2. The central nervous system is composed of the peripheral nerves and spinal cord. Is it true or false? It's false. The central nervous system is composed of brain and spinal cord. Next. Number 3. The brain is the seat of human intelligence. Is it true or false? Very good. It's true. Number 4. The spinal cord only sends messages from the brain to the body. Is it true or false? Correct. It's false. It also sends messages from the body to the brain. Last. Heartbeat is controlled by the medulla oblongata. Is it true or false? It's true. Did you get all the answers? If yes, then tap your shoulder and say, "Congratulations, self." But if not, don't be sad because we will learn about this as we go on with our discussion. Look at the picture. What can you say? Do you see how well coordinated her muscles are? What do you think is the role played by the nervous system in enabling the girl to move? Very good. Tap your shoulder. It's coordination. Your nervous system is the main control and message center of the body. So imagine you have an organ system that makes everything in your body works. Okay, so before we talk about the parts of the nervous system, let's have the 4 important functions of the nervous system. Number 1, the nervous system makes your body move. Electrical impulses from the nervous system make muscle contract. This is the voluntary function of your nervous system. Second, the nervous system picks up stimuli. This is the sensory function of the nervous system. Stimuli are signals from the environment that you respond to or react to. For example, the sense organs like your eyes. Sense organ like your eyes, okay, picks up stimuli from the environment and your brain gives meaning and react to this information. For example, you're walking along the street, then suddenly a stray dog stops in your path. What will you do? Are you going to run? Are you going to shout? Or you're just going to stay calm? Let's start with the largest part of the brain. It's the cerebrum. Look at the image. Here is your cerebrum. This is your brainstem, and this is your cerebellum. Okay? Your cerebrum receives, stores, and recalls all the information that the body picks up. Cognitive processes such as thinking, memorizing, and decision-making occur in the outer gray part of the cerebrum, which is what we call as the cerebral cortex. If you are listening attentively today in our lesson, then precisely your cerebrum is functioning. Next, let's have the cerebellum. The cerebellum is a highly folded mass of nerve tissue located just below your cerebrum. The cerebellum also orders and processes your split-second actions and reactions. If your cerebellum orders you to jump, your cerebellum, your little brain, brings all the muscles' actions together. For example, a basketball player. When the brain of that basketball player tells him to run, tells him to dribble the ball, okay, the little brain of the basketball player brings all the muscle actions together. Okay, look at the pictures here. Your cerebellum is also responsible for your balancing activities, just like this. So that is about the cerebellum. Next, let's have the brainstem. The brainstem is the hind part of the brain. When we say hind, it's located at the back. Okay? It holds the medulla oblongata and the pons. Next, let's have the medulla oblongata. The medulla oblongata controls the involuntary functions such as heartbeat and breathing. If you can still recall what I said a while ago, one of the functions of our nervous system is for the involuntary functions of our body, such as the heartbeat and the breathing. Next, let's have the pons. The pons is partly made up of tracts that connect the spinal cord with higher brain levels. It also contains cell groups that transfer information from the cerebrum to the cerebellum. Next, we are done with the brain. Okay? How about the spinal cord? What is a spinal cord? Okay, before that, let's try this activity. Feel your nape, then try to reach as far down your back as you can to feel the column of the bones. Just like this one. Hold it down. What you touch is not your spinal cord. It is actually your spinal or vertebral column. It is responsible for protecting your spinal cord. The spinal cord allows impulses to travel to and from the brain. Without the spinal cord, the brain could not receive nor send information. Without the spinal cord, the brain would lose its ability to control the body. So that is how important your spinal cord is. You must protect it. Okay? If you can't do heavy activities, then don't. Because the spinal cord is a very delicate structure. It is only about as thick as your ring finger. It is composed of 31 bundles of nerves exiting from the 33 connected bones, collectively called the column or backbone. The brain and spinal cord must keep constant communication with each other. How do you think this is achieved? How? Very good. Tap your shoulder. It's because of your peripheral nervous system. Because the peripheral nerves allow us to sense and react to our environment because of these nerves or neurons. Okay, so let's see what happened to Jose. Jose is running barefoot inside his house. When he steps on something pointed, the sensation of pain is immediately detected by the receptors in his skin. These receptors send message to his brain through the spinal cord. Jose's brain immediately picks up the signal. Jose stepped on something pointed. Okay? A decision is now made by the brain immediately. So what do you think will be his reaction? Okay? A command to withdraw his foot is sent by his brain. Muscles of his leg contract and the object is avoided. For example, you accidentally hold a hot object. What will be your reaction? You will immediately withdraw your hand. Okay? That is because, okay, the information is sent by your sensory organs to your brain. So your brain gives meaning to this and react. Okay, from the spinal cord, bundles of nerve cells branch off, and through them, the central nervous system sends commands to the different parts of the body. Through these nerve cells, the sensory signals bring information from inside and outside the body to be processed in the brain. The system of nerve cells that branch off the brain and the spinal cord comprise the peripheral nervous system. So that is about the nervous system. So now, before we proceed with our evaluation, let us remember that the nervous system has two main divisions. What are those? It's very good. Tap your shoulder. It's the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Another. Remember that the central nervous system is composed of Very good. Tap your shoulder. The brain and the spinal cord. Another. The brain is the seat of human intelligence. Its main parts are the... Very good. The cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the brainstem. Also, remember that the spinal cord is the downward extension of the brain. It transmits signals from various parts of the brain, various parts of the body to your brain. Another, the peripheral nervous system is composed of all the nerves that branch off the brain and the spinal cord. So, are you ready for our test? Let's see what you have learned. You have to choose the letter of the correct answer. For number 1, which part of the brain is responsible for basic life functions, such as breathing and heartbeat? A. Cerebrum. B. Brainstem. C. Pons. D. Medulla oblongata. What's your answer? Very good. It's letter D, medulla oblongata. Second, a signal from outside the body is called A. Stimulus. B. Nerves. C. Impulses. It's a stimulus. Correct. Number 3. The spinal column protects the A. Brain. B. Spinal cord. C. Cerebrum. D. Peripheral nervous system. What's your answer? Very good. Tap your shoulder. It's letter B. Spinal cord. Number 4. What do you call the wrinkled folds in the brain? A. Cerebral cortex. B. Convolutions. C. Pons. It's correct. It's B. Convolutions. 5. It is the seat of human intelligence. It makes you decide, reason, judge, solve, learn, and remember things. A. Brain. B. Spinal cord. C. Peripheral nerves. It's correct. It's brain. Very good. Tap your shoulder. Did you get all the answers? If you did, then tap your shoulder again and say, congratulations, self. So, I want you to, for your assignment, I want you to make a 30-second video about the brain. You can post it in your social media account, your Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. So, I hope you learned something today. So, I'll end this saying, ang pag-aaral ay hindi mahirap kung ikaw ay magsusumikap. Sa ALS, matututo ka. Tara na! Again, I am Annabelle, your ALS teacher. See you again!
Good day, Philippines. Hello, Region 1. Aloha, San Carlinian learners. Airing live from the mango bamboo capital of the Philippines, San Carlos City. You're tuning in to CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every SDO-SEC learner, where passion is the key. Learning paves the way. With our division mantra, developing creativity, maximizing versatility. This is your CCN Broadcast Center. CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every SDO-SEC learner.